This conference will now be recorded.
Mute చేస్తానండి. Yeah. So before discussing about cloud introduction, okay, we'll go through some questions, question and answers. We collected from different batches, different students. They asked so many questions. So before discussing about cloud introduction, cloud details, so let us go through these questions. We collected some technical questions and general questions. Okay. Yeah. Can you see my screen, everyone? Can you hear me, everyone online?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
yes.
We can hear.
Yeah, so technical questions which we collected. So the first question here is, so what is the use of AWS and DevOps at industry level? Okay, so why the project teams are looking for AWS and DevOps? Okay, so AWS means, like, currently the project teams, they are migrating their servers from on-premises to cloud, local data center to cloud. Why they are migrating? So because of costing. Okay, if you are maintaining local servers, we require physical hardware. We need to procure physical hardware. So we need to maintain some data center. Data center means server room. So we need to maintain some admins. We need to recruit admins. We need to have some AC, security, so many things, and also licensing. Moreover, licensing is required. Okay, when you are having local servers, before procuring servers, we need to procure the licensing. OS license, operating system license, application license also you need to procure. So whereas cloud, no need to buy any license, no need to buy any hardware, no need to recruit admin, no need to maintain data centers, right? Cloud vendor will maintain. So if you compare with on-premises and cloud, so cloud, if you host your servers in cloud, it would be 1/4 cost. For example, you are spending $500 for local data center. Okay, so if you migrate your servers to cloud, it would be $100. It's very less costing, right? So here, cost cutting. and also DevOps at industry level. Why DevOps? So here every company is looking for automation. So the manual activities already gone. Okay, every project team they are doing automated way. Like for example, deployments. If you want to deploy Java, okay, yesterday we discussed, right? So in our project earlier, we were 180 people years before. Now our team size is 25 people. Why this much of drastic change? Because of automation. Okay, by single click we can deploy a number of applications, right? So that is why DevOps is very useful in industry level. So use like automation. So we can do automated way. So whatever activities, manual activities, we can do in automated way. Okay. So that is use of AWS and DevOps at industry level. Second question is when DevOps process has been started in industry. So DevOps process started in 2008. Okay, so by the time we used to use different tools which are very old tools. Puppet was the tool which was introduced nearly in 2005. Okay, so using Puppet we are trying to do the automation. Okay, so it is not a new process, it is very old process DevOps. Okay, so by the time we are trying to use we are trying to do the automation with different tools. Right, next question here is what business sectors DevOps been used? So not only IT industry, everywhere automation is the number one choice. Okay, DevOps means automation. Okay, so chemical industry and automobile industry, medicine, wherever you go, automation is the number one choice currently. Okay, so because of cost cutting, reduction of admins cost, okay, licensing cost, hardware cost. So automation is using every sector. Okay. Next one is who are the teams involved in the DevOps process. Okay. So as a DevOps engineer, we need to coordinate with the developers, we need to coordinate with testers, testing engineers, and we need to coordinate with build and release engineers. Okay. So these teams will be involved. Development team will involve, and testing team will involve, and build and release team also will involve. Okay. So these are the teams involved in the DevOps process. Next question here is what are the tools involved in the DevOps? What tools we are going to learn? So we already discussed this. Okay, what are the tools involved? What tools we are going to learn? So let us try to understand one more time here the tools which we are going to discuss. So these are the tools which we are going to discuss in our sessions. Okay, in DevOps we have multiple tools. Okay, so see here in DevOps we have multiple tools, but here these tools are very popular. So Git and Jenkins. Git is very popular tool, repository tool. Okay, using Git, developers will develop the code. In the Git, developers will develop the code. So why Git is required here? Git will maintain version control system, right? So it is a repository tool or version control tool. So Git will maintain version control, right? So normally in Java we'll have multiple lines of the code. So while tracking that, so some version control system is required, right? So here Git will help you to track the versioning, right? So Jenkins is a CI/CD tool, right? So we have different tools in market. So Bamboo and different CI/CD tools are available, but Jenkins is very popular tool. So most of the projects, 70% of the project is using Jenkins. If you are good in Jenkins, you can handle any other tool, right? So Maven, next one is Maven. Maven is a build tool. So using Maven, we can build the code. Okay, for example, when we receive the code from GitHub to Jenkins, the code is raw code. So the raw code will be, Maven will build that raw code as a structured way. So it is generated as a single file, archive file. So WAR file, jar file, ER file, like that. Okay, based on your application. So Maven will generate archive file, right? So Maven is very popular tool. So we have Ant also in market. Different tools are available, but Maven is very popular tool. Most of the project teams using Maven, right? And also Nexus. Nexus is a repository tool. So this tool we use in DevOps process to save our artifacts. Okay, So once Maven is generated artifact, Jenkins will push that artifact to Nexus repository. So in this Nexus, we'll save the artifacts, war file, jar file, ERA files. Whenever deployments are scheduled, by the time we can trigger job using the job, we can trigger from Jenkins. The war file will be moved to application server. In that application server, to deploy the code. Okay. Yeah, this is Apache Tomcat is application server. So to deploy the war file, jar file, ER file, so we deploy on Apache Tomcat. So application servers are like Tomcat servers, WebSphere servers, okay, JBoss servers. These are the application servers based on your requirement. Okay, and one more thing here. Yeah, next one is Ansible. Ansible is a automation tool. So using Ansible, you can deploy the applications. So you can say like single click deployments. In Ansible, by single click, you can deploy the applications. Okay. So and Docker. So Docker is a containerization tool. So container means it is advanced to virtual servers, virtual machines. Okay. So lightweight environment. So when we run the container, only bin and lib files will be installed. Bin and lib means binary and library files. Okay, lightweight environment. So Kubernetes means it is a advanced to Docker. So in Kubernetes we'll have cluster pod. Okay, we use pods. Pod means it's a group of containers. Okay, so in Kubernetes we do advanced deployments. Like so in digital side normally Kubernetes is using digital sites. For example, Flipkart, and Amazon shopping site, Reliance Digital. These are they are using Kubernetes to deploy the applications. So deploy the applications. Why they are using Kubernetes? I give you a small example here. So in Kubernetes we use microservices. Microservices means, for example, we have one site which is Flipkart. So let us open Flipkart site here. So this is Flipkart, right? So this is Flipkart. So in this Flipkart, we have different tabs here, different tabs available. So for example, home is there. Home furnishing. Yeah, see here. So for example, in this home, we have some bed sheets, for example. Bed sheets are there. Okay, these are microservices. These are microservices. Each tab will deploy on one container. Kubernetes also required Docker containers. Without Docker containers, Kubernetes will not work. Okay, so in each container we deploy microservice. So this tab is there. For example, this bedsheet is there. So this micro application we can deploy on one container. So whenever the Flipkart people want to modify the pricing, so developers what they will do, maintenance project teams will be there. Right? They will log into the container. They will modify the pricing. For example, this pricing is $299. Costing is. So this they are offering for 200 only. So by the time application team, they will log into the container, they will modify the pricing. So then they will they will run the container. By the time the changes will be affected here. Okay. And also this product is out of stock, for example. They will modify into out of stock simply. Then that will be affected to this application. So in Kubernetes, we have one concept which is tightly coupled, loosely coupled. Okay, tightly coupled means all the components will work individual. Sorry, all the components will work. It will not work individual. It will depend on application. For example, one component is down, entire application will be down. That is nothing but tightly coupled. So loosely coupled means all the components will work individual. Individual means so one component is failed. For example, this microservices is failed. So other microservices will not be affected. Application will run as usual. Only impact will be happened for this one. Right? So Kubernetes is very, very advanced. It is very important. So we'll go deep dive. So into focus on Kubernetes. If you are good in Kubernetes, you will easily get offer. You can crack your interview very easily, right? So Kubernetes is a very advanced tool, right? So in Kubernetes, auto scaling option is there. So for example, one container is down, one pod is down, automatically it will recreate containers. So for example, this application hosted on different containers, different pods. Okay. So for example, one container is down, automatically Kubernetes will recreate one more container. It will copy that backup into local storage and recreate the container, and it will pull the data, right? So Kubernetes is very advanced tool, right? So Kubernetes is very important. Next one is Terraform. Terraform is a infrastructure automation tool. For example, you want to create 100 servers. Using Terraform, by single click, you can create 100 servers. Okay, so this much of advanced tools we are going to discuss. So project teams are using currently. So this Terraform and Kubernetes, Docker, these are very, very advanced tools, very secure tools. Okay, very popular tools. Fine. So these are the tools we are going to learn in DevOps. Okay, so what tools we are going to learn? We have question, right? Yeah, what are the tools involved in DevOps? What tools we are going to learn? So those are the tools we are going to learn. Next one is, what are the certifications available in DevOps? Okay, so DevOps certification is not mandatory. Okay, if you have certification, it would be an advantage. So it is not mandatory. So you can write at least one cloud certification, either AWS or Azure. Okay, that is enough for you. So DevOps certification, it is not mandatory. If you are interested, you can write Kubernetes certification, CKA, Certified Kubernetes Administrator. Okay, so I'll guide you how to write exam, how to prepare. Okay. Next question here is, what certification we have to do as a DevOps engineer? Same question repeated here. So if you are interested, you can write Kubernetes certification or else Terraform certification. Okay. Next question here is, as a student, what should be my expectation while learning DevOps? Yes, this is very good question, very important question. Most of the students ask this question. So your expectation should would be like, once complete the course, you can showcase minimum 3 years experience in your resume. So that level of exposure we provide you. Okay, all the tools will go deep dive, real-time scenarios, okay, and the real-time question and answers. So I am in interview panel. Okay, I give you real-time questions. Okay, and I give you real-time scenarios. Right, different things we discuss. So these are the general questions which we. These are the technical questions which we collected from different students. Apart from this, do you have any questions? Anyone having any questions? Online. So ఈ క్వశ్చన్స్ కాకుండా ఇంకేమైనా అదర్ క్వశ్చన్స్ ఉన్నాయా మీకు?
సార్ ఆపర్చునిటీస్ బాగున్నాయా సార్ డెవాప్స్ లో?
యా రైట్. సో కరెంట్లీ, సో ఇఫ్ యూ సెర్చ్ ఇన్ LinkedIn or Monster or Indeed, you will get plenty of openings. Currently DevOps market is very good. Okay, so also I'll show you. Yeah, so I haven't bring my phone number. I corrected my personal email today. Right. So opportunities are very good. So if you go and search in LinkedIn or any other job portal, so market is very good now. Okay, market is in very peak stage. Okay, so the market would be like this. Coming 10 years, market would be like this. Since 2013, I'm seeing. I switched to DevOps team in 2013. Okay, since 2013, market is growing like this. So coming years, coming 10 years, market would be like this. So because everywhere automation, everywhere cost cutting, everywhere cloud infrastructure, right? So coming 10 years, this would be like this. Market would be like this. It is growing year by year. Fine. Any other questions?
Yeah, sir. In most of the job vacancy, they are asking for like Java or some any developer experience. So is it really required if you do like AWS and DevOps? I mean, if you don't have Java experience, something.
Fine. So as a DevOps engineer, we don't involve in development. Okay. So you don't require any developing knowledge. For to learn DevOps, we don't require any developing knowledge. We don't require any admin knowledge. We don't require any testing knowledge. So even Linux also we have some sessions Linux. So we are going to learn some basics in Linux and commands. So architecture of Linux, right? So here we don't require any developing knowledge to learn DevOps. Right? Any other questions? Anyone?
Hi, sir.
Yeah, go ahead, please.
Yeah. Sir, I have 7 years of experience, and then I have a break in my career. So I'm, I'm trying to restart my career now. So as an experienced, what are the expectations, because including my break, it comes around like 12 plus now. So I have 7 and 5 years of gap now. So what are the expectations when I join back? If I choose this and then if I join back, what are the expectations?
Yeah, fine. So you have 7 years, right? Experience or 12 years? Total experience.
No, 7 years of experience in IT and then 5 years of gap now.
5 years gap. Okay, fine. Yeah. So once you learn DevOps, okay, so you can break up your experience. You can put some other experience. If you have break 5 years, so we'll provide some experience from our institute. We'll provide some experience. We have different organizations. Okay, so we provide you experience. You can showcase 3 years of experience in DevOps. Okay, and you can apply for your job. So they will consider overall experience first. Okay, so your experience 3 years DevOps experience, right? So definitely you'll get the offer. So many people are saying like this, I have some gap, so how can we showcase my DevOps experience? So we provide you experience. Okay. We have very good companies, 10 companies. Yeah.
Sorry, sir, my question is like once I join, what are the expectations? Because I'm an experienced professional, right? Like joining not as a fresher. So what are the expectations at an experience level? Like, what is the role and all?
Yeah, got it. Yeah. So once you join into the project, so you are putting 3 years experience, right? So you will get some junior level, not senior level. So we'll get as a like build jobs. You will build the jobs. You will run the jobs. You will access on Jenkins. So you will not get to access on completely access on Kubernetes and all. So initially you will get few roles only. So once you cope up all these things, you will involve into major roles. So normally up to 4 years, it is a junior level. So in our project also, so recently we recruited some few guys. They are having 14 years experience. One guy is having 14 years experience, but DevOps is showing 3 years only. But initially we gave some access, basic level. So after 6 months, we gave full access. So if you are able to handle all these things, so definitely you will get all the access. So you can manage, not an issue. So because whatever tools we are using in real time, whatever consoles we are using, whatever the activities we are doing in real time, those activities we discuss here. Okay, so you can perform in real projects, production environment, you can perform the same activities. So you will not have any difference in test lab and real console. Okay, so you can showcase minimum 3 years experience. Initially, you get access on Jenkins and other Maven tool. Okay, so later on, they will provide all the tools. So if you have purely 7 years, 8 years experience DevOps, directly will get access, full access. Okay, but minimum like 3 years, 4 years guys, starting they will give you Jenkins access. So Jenkins is a GUI. So you can run the jobs, you can create the jobs, you can monitor the jobs. So job monitoring they will provide you first. Then slowly you will involve into automation and microservices, Kubernetes, like that. So easily you can handle, not an issue.
Sir, which combination is good? Azure plus DevOps or AWS plus DevOps?
Yeah. So Azure, not only Azure. So AWS with DevOps also good. Azure with DevOps also good. That is why we are going to cover 3 platforms here. In our course, we have 3 platforms here: AWS, Azure, and GCP. Okay. So if you are good in 2 platforms at least, you can easily crack your interview. Along with DevOps tools, you require at least 2 platforms, either AWS GCP or AWS Azure. Right?
DevOps ప్రతి టూల్ లో స్క్రిప్టింగ్ ఉంటుంది, నాకు కొన్ని టూల్స్ లో స్క్రిప్టింగ్.
Can you speak a bit louder?
DevOps లో ప్రతి టూల్ కి స్క్రిప్టింగ్ ఉంటుంది సార్, ఓన్లీ సమ్ టూల్స్ కి స్క్రిప్టింగ్ ఉంటుంది.
Yeah. So in DevOps we have Ansible tool. In Ansible we use YAML script, YML script, .yml script. So that is nothing but playbooks. Okay. So Jenkins will not have any scripting. Okay. And Git is having some small commands, not scripting. So Git is completely developer's tool. Okay. So we just configure Git and hand over to developers. They will work on the Git. So Jenkins is GUI completely, and Maven also, having some commands. Okay. So every tool will not have any commands. Only Ansible will have YAML script, and Docker will have some commands. Terraform will have some TF script. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Any other questions before moving to general questions? Yeah, to learn DevOps, we don't have any prerequisites. Okay, so anyone can learn DevOps, even freshers can learn DevOps, and experienced guys also can learn DevOps. Even 14+ years guys also learning DevOps, and they're switching their current role to DevOps. Okay, fine. So next, go with general questions. First question here is, who is eligible to learn AWS and DevOps? Yes. So everyone, like even non-IT guys also learning DevOps, right? So in our project actually, one guy is from mechanical background. Okay, one guy is accounts background in our project. Okay, one guy civil engineer also there. So they switched their current role to DevOps role. Now they are handling all the tools. They are good. They are very good. They are very good performers in our project. So even non-IT guys also, they are switching their current role to DevOps roles, and even freshers also can learn DevOps. Experienced guys also can learn DevOps. Eligibility means, so it is not a criteria. Any graduation, like any background, even civil engineering, civil background, BCom background, any graduation is okay for you to learn DevOps. Next question here is, what is education background? Yeah, this is the question. Yeah, education background, any graduation. Even diploma electronics guys also, diploma electronics, diploma mechanical, diploma civil engineers also, they move their current role to DevOps role. So next question here is, so what are the prerequisites to start learning AWS and DevOps? Yes. So we don't require any prerequisites, like admin knowledge not required, development knowledge not required, and also testing knowledge not required. Linux commands also not required. So we learn Linux also. Linux here. In our sessions we have Linux also we are going to learn. So 3 to 4 sessions, Linux sessions will be there. In that we'll cover what is Linux, architecture of Linux, Linux origins, Linux folder structure, Linux commands. Okay. Next one is, what are the job opportunities in today's market? Okay, So if you go to LinkedIn or any job portal, for example, go to Naukri or any other job portal, so we'll see plenty of openings here. So just check DevOps. See here, this is the DevOps market. So 95,000 to 92 DevOps jobs are available currently. So DevOps job market is very good now. This is the right time to grab your job. Okay, so because coming years, maybe after 2 years, after 1 year, so many people will come into market. People are learning, right? So this is the right time to grab your job. So year on year, people are increasing. So currently there is no resources. Like whenever we conduct interviews, okay, so people are attending interviews, but most of the people are fake case, fake people, fake experience. So real people we are unable to find. Still we are releasing offers. So in last interviews, we have taken 5 guys, 5 people. In that, 3 people are fake people. We know that. But still we release the offers because there is no resources outside. So if you are good in a basic level, you can easily crack your interview. Okay. So you need to showcase your confidence level, basic level. Then easily you can crack your interview. Okay. So last interview, so when I took interview for one guy, so he was very confident. Technically not good, basics okay, but confidence level is very good. Right? So we consider that profile we consider, release the offer, right? So the same way, so once you learn this DevOps tools, you need to practice properly, right? So every day, 1 hour minimum practice should be required to grab your dream job. Okay, so practice is mandatory, right? So if you have any questions, definitely will help you out. Anytime you can WhatsApp me, you can call me. In the group also you can chat, you can post your issues. We'll create one WhatsApp group. In that you can post your screenshot, whatever issue you are facing, right? So that I'll give you a solution. I'll support you until you crack your interview, until you get your job. After getting job also I'll give you support. Okay. Right. So these are the jobs, different jobs available. Yeah, go ahead, please.
Sir, do we need to install any softwares on laptop for practice?
No need to install any software in your laptop. Okay. So all the tools installed in cloud only. So we'll take one account, we'll configure one year account, like so free tier 1 year account you can configure, you can take in AWS. In AWS you create servers, instances. On top of that you can install tools. How to create account, how to install tools, how to create lab, I'll explain you.
Okay.
Can we also
Okay.
install Kubernetes and the Docker and other applications as well?
Yeah, everything you can configure on cloud only. No need to
Okay.
install in our local.
Okay.
So if you want to install, you can install local. So even Jenkins you can install in your local laptop. Terraform you can install in local laptop, right? So but most of the things we install in cloud only. In local also I'll show you how to install Terraform in local laptop. Okay. Any other questions?
Hello.
Yeah, go ahead.
These tools are open source or paid tool?
Sorry, these tools are
Open source tool or it paid tool?
yeah. So these are freeware. For our test labs, it is freeware. Okay. So it is in real time, like in the enterprise level, if you want to install in enterprise servers, it would be licensing. Licensing cost, the project teams will pay. But our practice purpose, it is free of cost. Okay. Freeware we can use. All the tools are freeware. We can use that. No need to pay any amount for these tools. No need to pay single NP. Fine. So
Sir,
yeah, go ahead.
are you going to teach shell scripting?
Basically, shell scripting is not required for DevOps engineer. Shell scripting is not required for DevOps engineer. So because in our course we have Ansible tool. Okay. So in Ansible we have YAML script, right? .yml script that we learn. In Terraform also we have TF script that also we learn. Shell scripting is not required for DevOps engineer. So if any interview you got that question, if you got that question, shell scripting or Python scripting, you can manage like our senior people already prepared some script. We are using the same scripts. Okay, so they prepared and they gave the scripts. We are using the same scripts. So I'm very interested in scripting. So definitely I can scale up. I can learn myself. Like that you can manage. If anyone asks in interview. So in our project we are not using any scripting. We are not using any shell scripting. We are not using any Python scripting. If you have interest, you can learn scripting also. So I'll guide you how to learn simply.
Okay, sir.
Fine. Any other questions? Yeah. Next question here is, should I have to be certified in AWS and DevOps to be eligible for job position? Right. So it is also not mandatory. AWS and DevOps, AWS certification and Azure certification or DevOps certification, it is not mandatory. So if you are interested, you can write exam. Okay. So I'll show you what are the certifications. If you are interested, you can write the certification exam. I'll show you that certifications. Yeah. Certifications of AWS, Azure and GCP 2021. So if you are interested, you can write exam, AWS exam. So AWS Certified Solution Architect Associate. This is first paper. We require this paper. If you want to, if you are interested, you can write this certification. Okay, associate level. So professional is not required. Only one paper is enough to you. Associate level. If you are interested, you can write this. So we have some people in our promoting centers. Okay, so they will guide you. So if you want to write your own, you can write. Or else they will support. They will support you. Okay. So this paper is enough to you. Associate level. Okay. Yeah. This is also AWS associate level certification. Next one is, this is yeah, this is Azure certification. So if you want to write Azure certification, so Azure Administrator AZ 104. So this you can write. This is showing different way. Fine. So here we have associate level Azure certification. If you are interested, you can write this exam. Azure Administrator. Okay, so associate level 104. And also, if you are interested in Google associate level, you can write first paper, Google Cloud associate level. Okay, so these are the certifications. So if you are interested, you can write any of the certification. Google is not required. So Google is still, they are investing more on Google. It is growing. Now it is growing. So you can write either AWS or Azure if you are interested. Okay. These are the certifications available. Right. So next one is, so can I get help in resume preparation and clearing exam, certification exam? Yes. So we prepare resume for you. Okay, I prepare resume for you. I'll provide you some sample resumes. You can update and you can send it to me. I'll review and I'll add some more things in that and I'll give you back.
Sir, can you just tell us more about this, or can you throw light on this Kubernetes and Docker certification? I mean, what are the certifications available, and what is the basic certification that we can do after this training program?
Yeah. So Kubernetes, if you are interested, you can write CKA. CKA certification means Certified Kubernetes Administrator. That is enough for you. CKAD also available, so that is not required. So domain certification not required. So CKA is enough for you. Kubernetes, Certified Kubernetes Administrator, CKA. Okay, Terraform also you can write. If you are interested, you can write Terraform also. Okay, I'll guide you for the exam. So how to write, how to prepare the exam. Next question here is, yeah, the resume preparation I prepare for you a resume, and the clearing exam I'll guide you. Our people are there in the promoting center. Okay, so they will help you out on this. Next one is, what is the duration of this course? We already discussed, right? So it is a 2.5 months course. Okay, it will take another 1 or 2 weeks extra. So maximum 3 months. Okay. So every tool will go deep dive here. That is why it will take maximum 3 months, minimum 2.5 months. Next question is here is, if I miss any class due to some emergency, so you will get a video every day. Okay, you can download it to your laptop and you can go through that video. Every day after this, after completing the session, I'll provide you video. Okay, you can download and you can go through. Next question here is, are we going to build any project from scratch? Yes, we are going to build 3 projects from scratch. One is in DevOps tools, one is in Maven level, one project we can build, and after completing all the tools, we build 2 more projects from scratch. So in real time, how the CI/CD work the same way, here also we'll build the project.
Sir, can we showcase those projects in our resume?
Yes, you can showcase. I'll explain some sample projects also. Apart from this, I'll explain different sample projects. You can showcase in your resume.
Okay.
Fine. Next question is, are you going to provide any soft copy of the material? Yes. So for all the tools, I provide the soft copy. For all the DevOps tools, I provide soft copy, interview questions, tool-wise, and scenarios, real-time scenarios, real questions, real interview questions also I provide. Okay. Next question is, how should I work on my practical and business requirements? Right. So we create an AWS account. In that, we create lab. In that, you can work on. You can install tools. You can install plugins. You can configure your lab, and you can practice. Okay. Next one is, what kind of support I get after training completes? Yes, this is also a very good question. So once complete your training, okay, so until you get your job, I'll give you support. Okay, once you get the job also, if you have any questions while working on Jenkins, while working on Kubernetes, you can contact me. If you get any issue, I don't give you job support. I don't give complete job support. I will explain you doubts if you have any questions. For example, one guy is there. So he joined in Tech Mahindra. So recently, not recently, 6 months before. Okay. So yesterday he contacted me. So while working on Jenkins, when I trigger the job is failing. What the solutions are? So these are the steps I prepared. I made the steps. He sent some screenshot. I told him, you gave some wrong goal, that is why it is failing. You can modify the goal, it will work. He modified the goal, it is working fine. Like that solution I give you. I don't give job support. Okay. If you require job support, I'll arrange someone. So they will take some amount and they will support. Right? Yeah. Next question is, what are the current salary packages? Yes, this is very good question. Yeah, salary packages. currently, so whoever working as a developer or tester or admin, so the package or an average package would be 1:2. Like 1:2 means, for example, one guy is having 3 years experience, for example, he will get 4.5 lakh. This is on an average for developers, testers, and admins. On an average salary would be 1:1.5. Means if the person is having 3 years experience, he will get 4.5 lakh. So if you learn DevOps, it would be 1:2. If you have this experience, you will get minimum 6 lakhs. So my brother recently got offer. Yesterday I told you, right? So he's my younger brother. So he got offer in HCL recently. He's having 3 years experience. He got 7.5 lakh. So one of my colleague, he moved to other company from our project. Okay, he's having 8 years experience. He got 22 lakh package. Okay, so packages are very good. Currently, packages are very good. So project teams are offering very good packages because so they need resources, right? So project teams are offering very good packages currently. So this is the right time to get good packages. Next question here is, so these are the questions. Total 13 questions we have. We collected. So these are the questions we collected from different students from different batches. Okay, till now I completed 38 batches. So different batches, different students asking different questions. Okay, we collected some important questions. So apart from this, any questions? Anyone? Any general questions or any technical questions you have?
No, sir.
Yeah, this already explained, right? So these are all things we cover in our course. So highlights of this program, like real-time projects, end-to-end, interview sessions, topic-wise, resume and interview preparation. Okay, so job assistance. Okay, job assistance means what we will do. We'll give you some guidance. We don't assure, we give you guidance, assistance. Okay. Yeah, and operations like what is server, what is configure server, how to configure server, clusters, what is cluster, day-to-day operations. Okay, so switches, what is switch, what is hub, what is network, basics will cover, and internal applications, structure, and environments, development environments, test environment. So this we'll discuss, and internal team structure. So email communications, how to communicate emails in the project. Okay, so this is very important for freshers and non-IT guys. How to communicate through emails to the managers, to the teams. Okay, and the roles and responsibilities. What are the roles and responsibilities? Stand-up calls. Stand-up calls means daily calls, weekly calls. So how to give the report in the call, that I explained clearly. Okay, and the internal team meetings. So when you attending meeting, if anyone asks you, if any manager asks you any question, how to give the details. Okay, how to explain your day-to-day tasks. Okay, and releases and purpose. What is releases and purpose? What is KT sessions? Okay, and working on daily task like tickets. Ticketing tool I explained. Ticketing tools we have ServiceNow and Remedy tool, BMC Remedy tool. So I'll explain. So once you receive the ticket, how to assign yourself and how to work on the tickets, how to resolve the ticket, how to close the ticket. So we'll see that, all these things. Okay. And also this support we provide you, daily recordings, FAQs, supporting documents, one-to-one support, sample projects, resume support, technical support. Fine. So tomorrow we will work on cloud introduction. Okay, so what is cloud? Why project teams are moving their infrastructure to cloud? What are the advantages of cloud? Okay, so what are the things available? So we'll discuss tomorrow. Fine. Any questions? Anyone? Any other questions, general questions or technical questions?
So are we going to do any project on cloud?
Sorry, are we going to?
Cover any project on cloud?
Yes, we are going to cover some projects. Cloud also we cover some projects.
In the sample projects, do we work on Kubernetes as well?
Yeah, Kubernetes also we deploy some applications. I'll show you some project. Kubernetes. Every tool will have sample project, but after completing the tools, we'll do end-to-end project. Every tool will have sample projects. Okay. So while working on the tool, I'll show you this is the way we need to work on. This is the project. Okay. So once complete the tools, we'll go deep dive. From scratch to deployments. We'll see that complete project.
So
Sir, is there any online sites, portal where sample projects are available that or sample assignments available that we can do it, we can practice it?
Yeah, I'll guide you. Once we start the sessions, I'll guide you how to get sample projects, how to work on that. I'll guide you that.
Okay.
So after completion of this course, at least we will be ready for any AWS or cloud jobs. I mean, do we cover that much of cloud
Yes.
study?
Yeah. Once we complete this course, at least minimum 3 years you can showcase on cloud or DevOps. So cloud, there is no jobs. Basically on AWS, only AWS, there is no jobs. Only Azure, there is no jobs.
Yeah,
So
I mean
DevOps with the cloud, you have plenty of openings. Okay. Any other doubts? Fine. So we stop here for today. So tomorrow we'll work on AWS introduction. This is also very important. So why the cost cutting is happening most of the projects, you will understand tomorrow. Okay. Why the cost reduction, resource layoff. These are the things going right currently. Cost reduction, admin reduction, resource reduction. Why the project teams are doing. So you will understand tomorrow in cloud introduction. Okay, so we stop here for today. So tomorrow we'll work on cloud introduction. Fine. Any new guys joined today in our session? So if you are new, if you attend today, so can you provide your email and the phone number in the chat? Here, I just say hi here in the chat. Can you provide your email ID and phone number? So I provide you my email and my phone number here. You can take down my number. If you have any questions, you can call me, WhatsApp me anytime. This is my phone number. You can call me anytime. You can WhatsApp me if you have any more questions. So you can provide your email and your phone number so that our people will take and they will provide you documents and videos. If you already provided, no need to provide. Fine. Any others? Others already provided a thing. So if you're not provided, just ping here your phone number, WhatsApp number, and email ID. Fine. So we stop here for today. So tomorrow we'll work on introduction to cloud. All clouds, why cloud is very popular. So what are the things available? What are the advantages? We'll discuss tomorrow. Fine. Thank you all.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
The link will be same for tomorrow's.
Yeah, this link is same for tomorrow.
Okay, sir.